All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And, Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rearview mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It was the AFL, NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
This is Saquon Barkley, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, here's Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
And that's one of the reasons you like the blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56. Leopard. Gone.
They're going to look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 40 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, here we go. 319.
A handoff to Barkley. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal.
Detroit! Now let's go. 319.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Set! Blue 90!
He'll get it up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4.
Doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to power through. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything... okay, he just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe that. Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19! Gone! 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 Gone!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll run with Barkley, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down, Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses. those exact type of runs.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
Set. 319. 319. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Saquon Barkley, 62 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Dances by him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Over. Detroit.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Green 39.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 319. 319.
Again, it's Barkley. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll drop the throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39. Watching now, Barney.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 319! 319! No. Check. Patriot!
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky...
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Jackson on second down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of it. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Gun.
Again to Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another first and 10 here. Now Saquon Barkley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Set. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 319.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A toss out to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. 3-19. They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Barkley. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down.
No, check. Patriot. Gun. Detroit.
He's back to throw. The football, and the Ravens have got it. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson to throw. He stays on. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Throwing now is Jackson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the gain that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Jackson. Being chased, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Gone!
Here's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there in overtime. 44 yards. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 24 yards. So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime, so many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go! No, check! Patriot! Over!
They go play action now. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hurry up, here we go! 319!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is third and a mile right now.
Over! Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. Barkley, toss play left. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run with Elliott. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
4 down, 4 down. Over.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. This is Elliott. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This, undoubtedly, the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.